Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Alperen Şengün.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, they've got Haywood. Caffey is out there with Bird. Then there's Duncan. And it's Humphries in at the 1. And for Memphis, they've got John Morant. Jordan is out there with Mullen. And it's Novak in at the 4. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And so off the tip, it's Memphis. And tonight's game gives MP a chance to continue one of his goals he set for himself, being a thorn in the side of the best teams in the NBA.
And now the big boys in the league know when MP says he's coming for you, he means it. And whenever they've had a tough opponent in front of them, they've raised their level. So they are sending a message, and boy, has it been heard.
Shot clock at 6. Bird sets the screen for Duncan. And the Pelicans get it back. Pass to Humphries. Shot clock at 3. And it goes down 2 points.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Outside, Jordan.
Too far out.
It's rebounded by New Orleans. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
Now here's Jordan. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Now here's Morant for 3. Haywood with the rebound.
Check out my swag, I'm shining. Cleaner than a motherfucker. Put some niggas up behind my name and you gon' build nothing. Bitch, I'm out there now, but ain't no shame. Get stretched by brother. Catch them out of bounds, we pluck them. Bitch, you must not hear and they fuck you like I'm Sean Carter. When I'm shooting, just call me Dan Slime. Say go, they trying to blitz up and shoot the bitch, then drop the fence. Show you how to do it, work them out the bitch. Right inside the bricks where they gaining stand. Instead of slide, cause they got them beat. As long as he got his flag, he can't get. Leave him with a stick, they gon' smell it all. Run up on his block, set safe on. Auntie say the Jake's up on the town. Trying to catch a cell, pull right on. Nigga play, got that stick pulled on. Fuck it, what's that nigga head? Leave that bitch for this. Frank Walls on all of us. Say you can't fuck what I ain't flashing on cause I know you bitch. I'ma show you bitch, you know what's up. Big boy ride around in it. Probably feel like a trucker truck. 50 pounds in it. C4, I'm blowing. Put that cross between your eyes. Bitch, you're a gangster. I can vouch that you got fine. Your life in danger. You gon' spank something to survive. Shit, what you rather? You get blind by these diamonds or with that iron. Bitch, tell me, I'm here. Bang out when I see him. 7 bodies up. Bitch, I'm gangsta of the year. Fuck you talking. Chillin' around. I'm ready to kill them. Show them feel. And baby Russia slinging cutters with blood. Yeah. Check out my swag. I'm shining. Cleaner than a motherfucker. Put some niggas up behind my name and you gon' build nothing. Bitch, I'm out there now, but ain't no shame. Get stretched by brother. Catch them out of bounds.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Duncan misses.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
And 3 from Jordan. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. Greg, with how explosive John Moran is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And there's the foul.
Come on, bro.
Cool hands. That is his first foul of the game. It's Morant against Duncan. Haywood in the post. Here's Bird. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Count it. And Duncan gets double teamed. Pelicans trail by 3. Now Humphries. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Here's Bird. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
Novak lets it go with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
The Pelicans have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Humphries with it. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Duncan fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field percentage was off the charts.
And here's Duncan. Following Ja Morant's three. Here's Haywood. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. From deep, Jordan. Haywood with the rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And there's the foul. It goes on cool hands. That's foul number 2 for him. We've got Johnson, Alperen Sengun out there with Jordan. Then there's Ja Morant. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now, here's Jordan. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Humphries against Morant. Outside Jackson. Pass to Hood. Bird sets the screen for Hood. Here's Haywood. Misses from short range. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Jordan kicks to Sengun. Goes up from the top of the key. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Sengun.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Some changes for Memphis. Novak's checked in, and Mullins subbed in for Johnson. Caffey, he's checked in for New Orleans. Duncan comes in for Jackson. Pelicans trail by 12. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to
the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything. time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, cool hands in that last outing against Phoenix was outstanding. He scored an amazing number of points, and that was his highest output of the season. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
The finish and the dunk by Jordan.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Johnson, he's checked in for Memphis. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Wizards. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And, you know, right now, the Grizzlies, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot. And
oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Memphis.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jordan with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Look at Haywood, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And it's blocked by Jordan. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And the Grizzlies leading by 21. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Takes the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jordan's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Grizzlies.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
And here's Duncan. Can they get it? The shot, no good. And so it's Memphis, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, no one can play a perfect game. But they'll have to do a few things to come close. Taking good shots, communicating well defensively, and outwork those guys across from you, Shaq.
Word.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Memphis Grizzlies.
The three-point chances have been there.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Cool Hands in this game, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Pelicans, and unfortunately it sounds pretty serious. But he's already come back into the game. How about that, Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got Bird. Haywood is out there with Caffey. Then there's Duncan. And it's Humphries in at the point guard position.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Pelicans have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
And he sinks the second. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Here's Haywood. Kept alive. Caffey's shot is off.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
And 3 from Jordan. And it's Bird with the rebound. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And 3 from Jordan. It's good from long range. Jordan's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Memphis.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Morant reaches to Jordan. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. For New Orleans, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Bird, the pass to Caffey. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant. And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants to review.
Especially when you're talking about action around the sideline. This is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
And, you know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
Really left alone that time. Morant's got 13.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes
are from beyond the arc.
And Duncan gets double-teamed. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Humphries. Buries it from three-point range. He has 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Drills the three-pointer.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And a wide open look for Hood. And that comes off the assist by Duncan.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Jordan with the bucket.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
1:32 left to play here in the third. Morant comes with the double team. In the corner, it's Bird. Duncan gets a wide open look. Misses the three.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And they pick up 2. Jordan's got 38 points.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
New Orleans has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And they double up Jordan. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Şengün passes to Jordan. Jordan is doubled. It's stolen by Duncan. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Lays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got 43 points.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Good finds Duncan. Pass to Haywood. The 19-foot shot, and it's blocked by Jordan. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. And that one's good. Duncan.
And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Grizzlies running away with it. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already. He's checked in for Davis. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Johnson is out there with Marion. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Williams. And it's Jordan in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Bird, and it's Bird with the jam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Here's Humphries. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jordan.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Now Humphries. Pass to Caffey. Here is Haywood. They need this. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's New Orleans. Humphries with it. Duncan outside. And the Pelicans miss again. Jordan looking it over. Lets the 3 fly. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual.